My first question po is, how did this initiative come about? Saan po nanggaling ang Kita Initiative?
We discovered this data a while back. Nag-remind ako kung gaano katagal. But a while back, wherein we discovered that actually more than 60% of MSMEs are women-owned. And that was something that was quite, parang it made an impact on the team. And we started to think, parang we don't feel that. We don't see that. So that's why we started to think about how can we help this community. I think at a certain point in our lives, we all try to do our little business. Whether it's to explore our creativity or we want to augment our income. So parang somehow that we could all relate to it. Especially the women, right? With the different roles, whether you're a mother, an older sister, you're working, or you have your own little thing happening. Ganun yung na-realize namin. So we thought, that was the question, how could we help?
Ms. Mona, lagi ko kayong hinihinga ng data about our small businesses. Their department is in charge of the small businesses and cooperatives of Quezon City. Did her findings reflect what we have in Quezon City also?
Well, actually in Quezon City, sort of the same pero hindi din kasi in Quezon City very empowered yung women namin. So meron kaming program like yung na-mention po ni Mayor kanina, yung Pangkabuhayang QC. We have over 60,000 beneficiaries and 86% are women. So sila talaga yung nag-effort na mag-apply sa program at mag-training at mag-avail ng financial assistance or capital assistance. So that's not really how we feel in QC kasi lahat, our mayor is a woman and parang in Quezon City LGU as well, we try to have women leaders talaga at the forefront. So our disaster risk reduction management officer is the only woman in NCR na siya ang head ng DRMO. So interesting na nagbe-break kami ng mga stereotypes na in a very male-dominated area. So in Quezon City, tama nga si Mayor, 92 to 96% are MSMEs and most of them are really women.
Awesome. Ms. Micah will add to that.
Yeah, actually this is an initiative that I'm very proud to support. Aside from being the executive director of Spark Philippines, President Marcos actually appointed me in 2022 to represent the women's sector on the Philippine MSME Council, the MSME Development Council. So when we were discussing this, I thought that the QC model was important to highlight. Although the Asian Development Bank surveys and studies show that there are less women-led, women-owned businesses in the Philippines, I saw that that was not the case for QC, and I think that's what we want to show, that there is hope, that we hope that Quezon City trailblazing will lead the rest to follow, that this can also be the case for other local government units, for other communities in the country.
Kasi ganyan tayo sa QC. My next question is, how many stores will have the Kita Initiative logo, and what is in the pipeline for the program, for the project?
Okay. So for today, we're starting with, I think, a little over 20. So, I don't know, 21, 22. But this is just the start. What we want to do with this pilot is really showcase the power of this type base and how it can support, efforts that are already being done by the Quezon City government. So that's why it was very, very important to us to collaborate with them because they're already at the forefront of this type of effort. So, and of course, with Spark Philippines being a champion of these women, napakagandang simula yung effort natin today. We want to collaborate with more businesses, of course, more communities. If we can, the dream is to turn this into a movement that everybody would want to be part of. And it doesn't matter which community you belong to. This could be the design community, brands, advocates, allies, and all these businesses who want to start, we want to actually give them more support. So meron kaming typeface na downloadable, may toolkit na pwede nilang simulan. So this is just something that will be able to help them along.
Ms. Mona, ano po ang mga naitutulong ng Quezon City? What is the support that the local government is giving the Kita Initiative beneficiaries?
Well, aside from the linking or the facilitating between the businesses, marami kaming network of women entrepreneurs. So for example, yung na-mention ni Ms. Micah kanina, yung Academy for Women Entrepreneurs, ilan na yun, 40 plus 25 na yun agad ng mga entrepreneurs na we can tap. As well as yung mga members namin sa POP QC program namin, yung Proudly Original Product of Quezon City, where most of them are also women. So we have over 300 entrepreneurs na tinutulungan namin with mentorship, market access, and money. Sila, we can tap them as well. And of course, yung Barangay Kamuning, where we will start. We will be launching the Kamuning Night Market on December 6. And baka yun, it can be an avenue na we can use the typeface for the women entrepreneurs, so madami ding women entrepreneurs sa Kamuning Night Market. So, yung mga ganun, willing kaming to help, to link them, and to introduce them to more networks in Quezon City na mga women entrepreneurs.
Ms. Micah, how were the participants chosen?
I'll take that. So, bumisita kami, naglakad-lakad. Actually, marami kami mga lugar na pinuntahan. But what was inspiring for us in partnering with these women owners, yung mga kwento nila. At medyo surprising na, kunyari may bike shop na babae may-ari. Yung mga ganon. Or hindi mo lang iisipin na, okay, nandiyan na yung mga sari-sari stores natin. Most probably, babae ang may-ari, pero merong mga ganung businesses. And then when they tell us the story na, their stories, their individual stories, sobra siyang nakakatuwa na matagal na sila or meron na sila yung pinangalan nila sa anak nila, yung their families inspire them. I think these are typical yet in a way still unique because individual yung journey, mga journey nila. So, ganun namin pinili. Meron din kaming nakausap ngayon kasama ng initiative namin na isang food cart na wala siyang kasay. Wala talagang sign. And, you know, she goes about her business na hindi yun sobrang significant for her, but when we started to talk to her, siya yung very excited to actually, pwede pa akong sumali dyan, pwede pa akong magkaroon din ng salary. So,
liliwanag po ng Diario Pilipinas. Bukod sa Kamuning, ano pa yung mga target area nyo dito sa Quezon City or other Metro Manila area? Thank you.
I think let's start lang muna kami dito sa Quezon City. But however, we do plan to roll it out in other areas. We at Spark, we work with many women entrepreneurs, to talk about the diversity of the women. We work with marginalized sectors. Meron po tayong mga women business owners na former rebels sa Zamboanga del Sur. We have victim survivors of gender-based violence in Bohol. Quezon City, Mona mentioned, our women here are the women entrepreneurs. So ito lang yung unang matatap muna namin among our existing networks, and we're hoping it will start with, it will make others do the same.
Any other questions? CFPG.
Hello, ma'am. Ask ko lang po, so if you having the list of women entrepreneurs, do you also have to plan a directory na parang, pwede namin puntahan nito if we're looking for something or looking for service or products?
That's actually a good question. We had a meeting last week with University of the Philippines, and they were so interested in where they could get souvenirs. I think that's one important, that we have to work with our own networks. An amazing woman who makes linen spray and all of that, and that's what we give as our giveaways, diba?
Well, dagdag ko lang, in the next few weeks, we'll be launching a book. It's the Pop Juicy book, featuring 85 merchants in Quezon City sa 85th anniversary namin. So, yun yung pamigay ni Mayor ngayong Pasko. So, yun yung souvenir, parang you can choose kasi may QR code where you can tap agad the network. And again, most of the people that are featured are women. So, abangan nyo na lang po yung aming book.
From a design perspective daw, kaya nalala ko lang po kasi nakita ko yung font, but wala pong enye. Kasi meron din pong mga women, mga entrepreneurs na may enye po yung pangalan nila. So paano po yun? Or dadagdag niyo po ba?
Dadagdag natin. No, actually, siguro yung mga nakita lang natin kanina, but actually meron din. And so, very sensitive tayo, diba, dun sa wika natin. So kailangan maarte siya, maganda siya, pero we're very deliberate na meron.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Philip po from Buhay Manila, Jari. Gusto ko lang kung malaman dito kung ano yung talagang ultimate goal na what we're trying to attain with this project. Tapos, on the other hand, can you also help those in product development?
Siguro first to answer your question, what actually prompted this, I have, if you Google successful entrepreneurs in the Philippines, it's really sad because it's a list of men, not a single woman comes out. And that's a sad case because there are a lot of successful women entrepreneurs, and I think that's what this initiative wants to do. It wants to highlight that there are women who are just as successful as men, and that's what we want to draw attention to. If you have a font, this font in your store, that means it's either woman-owned, women-led, or predominantly owned by women who supports women. And I think as other women, not to take anything away from the men, but we want to support women businesses. We at Spark always believe that when women are given the right opportunities, they can really succeed. Mayor talked about a very beautiful story of Everly. Everly lost her job during the pandemic, and she was jobless then. But you can see the resilience of Everly. She opened a food cart in front sa bahay niya, making fried chicken. And that business is now 5 stores. 2 of that are franchise. And Mayor did mention a 6th store in Alabang. So we want to showcase and highlight stories like that of Everly among many others. I think that's the first question.
That's where I think the second question is where my office comes in. So anyone na maitatap ni Kita, we will also, parang network din namin kasi yun. So that's where my office comes in. We give programs and services to micro entrepreneurs, to social enterprises, and to cooperatives. So we help with product development, we help with capital assistance, and we help with other mentorship needs. So kaya dito sa Quezon City kami lang ata may ganong opisina. Kaya nakakatulong talaga yung initiative na to na to highlight yung mga women entrepreneurs namin. So tulong-tulong po kami dito sa effort na to attain that goal.
Magdagdag lang po ako. So actually, it is just enhance kung ano na yung na-share po nila. But yun po yung naisip namin na dahil nga sa paghahanap ng sino ba yung successful entrepreneurs. Of course, we're talking about the big companies, big bosses. But issue yung visibility ng mga kababaihan kahit nandiyan sila. And the data shows na napakarami nila. And pwede pa natin silang matulungan. Simula lang po yung initiative na to. So, but hindi rin linear yung journey. So, sabi nga ni Ms. Mona, parang it's really collaboration, continuous collaboration. And we keep supporting these women, helping them with in any way that we can. I think yun yung ultimate goal. So, starting point lang po. So, that's why nagsimula tayo sa, kumbaga, parang grassroots level. Pero hindi natin sinasabi na para sa kanila lang. Para to actually sa lahat. At hindi lang para sa mga babae, kahit sino pwedeng gumamit. But it's really more support in this idea of pushing women forward. Because they're there, because they're significant.
Salamat po.
Alright, I think this wraps up our Q&A.